The objective of this video is to show you how to properly use Adobe Lightroom presets and how to get the best out of them. Not just talking about my Lightroom presets, but every Lightroom preset out there.
Oh my god! Wow!
However, my YPC presets are undoubtedly some of the best presets you can actually purchase on the market right now. No cap.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I'm not even bragging. And I say this for 4 solid reasons. Reason number 1. I've spent months perfecting these presets. These presets have been tested and proven effective on a variety of photos. I tested these presets on a large variety of photos, so they should be working with landscapes, portraits, in fact indoor photos, outdoor photos, natural light photography, high-speed sync, bounce flash photography, even drone pictures and GoPro pictures as well. Trust me, if it is a photograph, you'll definitely find something in my YPC presets. Also, regardless of what camera you shot your pictures with, these presets can actually be used. So if you shoot with Nikon, Sony, Canon, whatever camera brand that you shoot with, I've tested these presets and they work like magic. Reason number 2, you get to witness in this video the results that you can achieve with these presets. Instead of just throwing the presets to you and expecting you to know how to navigate your way around them, I am going to show you in this video how to use them. So I'll show you some raw pictures and I'll apply the presets so that you can see the results you can expect to get from these presets. Reason number 3, it is very cheap. Now, for the results you get out of these presets, the price is actually very cheap. These presets have actually saved me a lot of time, and I have no doubt that it will save you just as much time as it has saved me. Reason number 4 is that these presets are specially designed for maximum flexibility, meaning you can tweak them however you want and obtain your desired results, especially if you shoot in RAW. And I think you should be shooting RAW because this is 2024 and everybody shoots in RAW. If you don't understand why you should shoot in RAW, if you don't know why you should shoot in RAW, ask me in the comment section below and I will answer. I'll reply you and I'll give you reasons why you should shoot in RAW. Maybe I'll even record a dedicated video for you. Let me know in the comment section below. Quick disclaimer, there is no one preset that rules every photograph, and you might need to tweak some settings depending on the photograph so that it can work for you. And that is why you should watch this video to the end and learn how to properly apply Lightroom presets to get your desired results. Also, you should stick around to the end of this video because I'll be sharing some pro tips to make your work even better, to make you even get the most out of your presets and from Lightroom as a whole. I'll also be giving you a gift at the end of the video.
Oh yeah, baby.
So be sure to stick around. If this is your first time here, my name is Angel. I'm a UK-based photographer and filmmaker with almost a decade of experience in the photography industry. Now that that is out of the way, let's jump into the tutorial. Okay. Now before we get started, I'm going to show you how to install Lightroom presets properly. So if you know how to do this, skip to this timestamp so you don't stick around and waste time. If you don't know how to do that, stick with me. So open your Lightroom, go to your develop tab, and under presets hit this plus icon right here and go to import presets. Now because I have these presets already, I'm going to delete them just so I can import them again for you to see. So presets plus import presets, navigate to where you saved them. Mine is on the desktop, so YPC preset pack 1, if that's the one you got, import, and you can see it right here, plus import presets. I'll go back to desktop, preset pack 2, import, and it's imported. If you don't see them here, you should see it under user presets, so don't fret. Right, so these are some pictures I've selected to test the YPC preset pack 1, and I selected these pictures across these pictures were shot with different cameras. They were shot at different times with different lenses, different lighting conditions, so just to really prove to you that these presets actually work. So let's pick some pictures at random here. Let's start with this one right here. This picture right here. Let's try let's try bronzy. So bronzy works with this picture very well. That's your before and after. If I was editing this picture, I think it's a little bit too warm, so for that I'll just drag the temperature slider to the left, not too much, because it was created with warmth in mind. So something like that would actually look good before and after. Let's try green vibes. Green vibes works very well with this one as well. Maybe decrease the temperature just a tad, like that. YPC just gold. Yeah, and it's beautiful. It is just gold, just as I said. Old magic also works as well. If you want to get that old photo vibe, like, you know, an almost destroyed photo vibe, yeah, you can use that one. All cloudy landing doesn't work with this, but if I was applying it, I'd probably take the saturation down a little bit. So you see, it was like this. The saturation was like this, and then we brought it down. So if you applied a preset like this, you'd probably think, oh my god, it does not work. It will work. Just take your time and tweak things around. So it is just oversaturated in this case, so I'm going to drag the saturation down, and yeah, it's looking good again. Okay, let's go to another photograph. Let's select this one. This one was shot on a cloudy day. It was an overcast sky. The sky was overcast. So let's select YPC cloudy landing, and before and after. Before and after, right away you can see that it works beautifully. It works beautifully. Let's try bring it on. Bring it on this one. Works beautifully as well. And I'm taking the temperature down because it looks a bit too warm for me. And yeah, if you applied presets and you think it's too dark, just bring the dehaze up. Sorry, take it down. It's going to work on that. If you think it's not dark enough, you can take the dehaze to the right as well. So it's all about playing with sliders just to see what works and what doesn't. Let's go to this one right here. Yes, let's try Oh Pretty Melanin. Oh Pretty Melanin. I think it is quite overexposed, so I'm going to bring the exposure down, and this is, it's just so sweet. Look at that. Before after, before after. So beautiful, so beautiful. Let's try bring it on. Bring it on looks good. Okay, I'm going to bring the temperature down, something like this. Looks very beautiful. Soft dream will be too much for this one. Superb. I'll need to take the exposure down for superb. All right, and then this is what I was talking about. You see, it's quite dark, so for this one I'm going to just take the dehaze down like that, increase the exposure a little bit, add some warmth to it, not too much, and it's looking good. Yeah, YPC, there you go. And let's try that. The black and white works as well. If that's what you're trying to look for, that's a very beautiful old photo for you right there. Let's go here and try something else. Let's try just gold on this one. Just gold, and that's exactly what you get. Just gold. It is absolutely beautiful. Try this one. Look at this. Before, after. Just beautiful. Let's try Oh Pretty Melanin. Oh Pretty Melanin is working so beautifully as well. Oh Pretty Melanin. And one thing with these presets is that I've added some sharpness to them as well. So if you go to the details, you've realized I've added some sharpness to them, right? So feel free to take it down if you think the sharpness is too much. And I've also defringed here just to reduce some chromatic aberrations. So if you're shooting with a lens that gives you a lot of chromatic aberrations, I've worked on that one as well. This is a good picture. Let's try. There are no leaves here, so I'm not going to try happy leaves. You could try it. If it works, it works. But oof, bronzy. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. And for this picture right here, what I do is I take this one down a little bit like that, maybe add some purple, some magenta tint to it, and look at that, it's looking beautiful. It's looking so beautiful. Let's try all pretty melanin. All pretty melanin indeed. Look at that, so beautiful. Now, talking about how to apply presets and achieve the effect you actually want. Notice how when I apply the presets, it takes the purple out here, right? So if you want to bring it back, no problem, just go to saturation under the color mixer tab and then bring it back. See, before, after, before and after. So as long as you shoot your pictures right and you shoot in RAW as well, you should be able to have that amount of flexibility with your pictures. Let's try a preset with this one. Let's try warm summer with this one. Warm summer. Okay, not much is happening, but the change is still drastic. I'll take the exposure down for this one, bring the temperature down like this, and let's try before, after, before, after. Still looking very beautiful. Looking very beautiful. Now back to the iconic photo, the iconic one that most people have been asking me questions about. The iconic photograph right here. Let's try bring it on, and come on now, tell me you don't love these presets. Tell me, come on, tell me in the comment section below. That would be a very big lie. Let's try something else. Let's try just gold. Okay, so for this one with just gold, I'm just going to warm it up. Okay, warm it up. Yeah, with just gold. Oh, the black and white is also doing wonders. The black and white is doing some wonders. But I created bring it on with this preset. I created with this image, I created bring it on to work best with these kind of images. So yeah, bring it on here. I could use bronzy and then make it work as well. Bring exposure down, bring this one up, warm the photo up a bit, and then yeah, bronzy could work too. Before, after, before and after. Let's jump to the preset pack 2 so that at least if people got the preset pack 2, they don't feel left out. Okay, so these are some photographs I selected to try with the preset pack 2. Let's try there you go. Okay, there you go. Bring the exposure down and it's working beautifully. Let's try, oops, sorry, let's move to the pack 2. Yeah, pack 2. Let me, right, so with the pack 2, we're in the pack 2 now, right? Let's try party time, and look at this, before, after, before and after. Let's try this is it will also work with this one, I believe. Yes, and it's working. Maybe increase the vibrance, it's too much. Oops, for this picture I'd actually tilt it that way, add some magenta to it. Too much greens going on here, so I'll add some magenta to it, cool it down a little bit, and that's your before, that's your after, that's your before, that's your after. Let's move to this picture right here and try brown skin girl. Come on now, just tell me these presets are not fire. Tell me before, after. It is just so beautiful. Let's try melanin chant, as the name suggests, melanin chant. You can imagine. Look at this, look at that, so beautifully done, so beautifully done. Let's try, see the name for this preset, vintage papabi. Yeah, and that's what it says, it's vintage papabi. Honestly, so beautiful. I'll take the temperature down for this one, and yeah, So for your weddings, for your morning session, you know, when you shoot weddings and you do, this is a wedding, I shot this at a wedding. So when you shoot weddings and you take pictures in the morning and you're trying to edit them, sometimes it can be tough to edit. Don't worry, my presets got you covered. The YPC presets got you covered. Look at this picture right here. Let's try something like happy hour. Okay, look at that. Look at the before and the after without even touching anything. I'll bring the exposure up for this photograph, and that's your before and that's your after. So beautifully done. So beautifully done. So beautifully done. Let's go to this picture right here and try the YPC Mama. YPC Mama is one of my best presets. Look at this. YPC Mama. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at this. So beautiful. So beautiful. Let's try the YPC Mama with this one as well. YPC Mama. Let's take exposure down. Okay. Maybe add some highlights back in and add some warmth, a little bit of warmth to this one. And look at that, before and after. The change is huge. Look at your before and look at your after. Look at that. The change is massive change. Let's try this one as well. This picture right here. Let's try the YPC Mama. Look at the before and the after. This one is overexposed, so I'll bring it down a notch. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Before, after, before, after. It is just so good. Brown skin girl with that. It's beautiful. Look at that brown tones that you're getting. Look at this. So for this one, you see we're losing some detail here because that bit is desaturated. So just go to your color mixer and bring it back. Bring some saturation back into it, and look at that. Before and after, these presets work like magic. I'm not even capping. I'm not even capping. Look at that. This is it preset. This is it. That's not why I edited this picture with, actually, but it works. Look at that. This is it. Yeah, this is it. And let's try the YPC Mama again on this one. The YPC Mama. The YPC Mama. Look at that. So beautiful. So beautiful. The YPC Yaya would also work. Let's try. Let's go here and apply the YPC Yaya. look at that, how it actually muted everything all of a sudden, making everything dark and moody, and it's just so beautiful. So beautiful. The happy hour would also work beautifully. Add some warmth to this picture right here, and before, after, before and after. These presets are no joke. I just want to show you something. So for some presets, you have the amount slider, and I think I mentioned it earlier. Use the amount slider to your advantage. If you think it's too much, just decrease the amount slider and then work around it. Look at that. Before, after, before and after. Guys, these presets are amazing. You should definitely check them out. You should definitely get yourself both the pack 1 and the pack 2, because I know you're going to benefit from them. Trust me, no matter the camera you use, you will benefit from these presets. Trust me on that. Now, if you stayed with me to the end, I will give you some pro tips.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Pro tip number 1. Once you apply a preset, make all your adjustments, and you love what you're actually looking at, you can actually save the preset as a unique style for yourself, for your brand, so that you can have a signature look for all your images. So let's say I've done this and I'm happy with it. That's the before, that's the after. I can just go to under develop tab, right? Go to presets, hit the plus right here, go to create presets, and let's say under group, right? Just go to new group and let's call it Obapa. Yeah, let's say your brand name is Obapa. Yeah, and then under preset name, just say Obapa 1. Let's say that's your first preset, and then you check all the parameters that you want to apply. I'd say check everything and then leave the transform out, just because you don't really want to add transform to a preset. That is no good. Masking, I'd leave it out as well, but it's up to you. If you want to create a preset with mask, you can do that. Presets with mask are most of the times slower than usual, so yeah, at your own discretion. Hit create and you should find it right here, Obapa group, and then you have that. So every preset you save will be there. So if I go ahead and apply some other preset to this one, I can just go back to the Obapa preset and apply it right there. That is pro tip number 1. Pro tip number 2, you can actually use masks to your advantage in Lightroom as well. If you watch my video on how to make your photos pop, I think I released that video when I started creating YouTube content, so if you watch that video at all, then you know what I'm talking about. This is how that technique works. Let's say this is the picture that you're trying to make pop. Let me apply something else on this one. Let's say YPC mama. Okay, right, let's say you're trying to make this one pop right here. So go to your masks, select subject. Once your subject is selected, add some exposure to it. Of course, make sure it's not overexposed. I'm going to decrease the highlights for this one, and I am going to go here, select background, decrease the exposure for the background, and look at this, before and after. The change is very drastic. That is pro tip number 2. Pro tip number 3 would be the amount slider, but I think I spoke about that already. So that is that. And if you stuck with me to the end, congratulations, you now know how to properly apply and use Lightroom presets. I'll give you some further tips. If you apply a Lightroom preset and you think it's too overexposed, yes, go ahead, decrease the exposure. If you notice that there are some blues in the white shirt, if there's a white attire in it and you notice there are some blues in it, just increase the slider, increase the highlight slider, or increase the white slider. Go to your mixer, your color mixer, go to your luminance and increase the luminance of your blues, and it's going to most of the times get rid of those blues you are getting in the shirt, in white places in your image. That's another one. If you think an image is too dark, just work on your dehaze, bring the dehaze down. If you think it is too soft, you can take your dehaze up as well. You can take your blacks up to also work when you think an image is too dark, and you could also work on your contrast by taking your contrast down. That will also help. That's it, guys. Grab my presets, go ahead and enjoy them. And as a show of good faith, especially since you've watched this video to the end, check the link in the description below. Grab yourselves my presets at a discount. Yes, I'm giving you a discount on my presets, so check the link in the description below. Grab yourself some discounts. Mind you, the discount is only valid for a certain period. It is valid until this date right here, so grab it while you still can at this price, else you'll have to pay the full price for my presets. It's good to be back. Grab the presets, enjoy them, give me feedback, let me know how much time you're saving with them. If you have any questions with this tutorial, leave it in the comment section below and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible. Remember, my name is Sarah Angel and this is your Photo Chef. Remember to keep smiling and stay creative. See you in the next video. Peace.